My name is Wes Jansen. I am the ranch manager at Maggie Scott Brown's Ranch in San Angelo, Texas, or actually Miles, Texas, which is just outside of San Angelo. I've been the ranch manager here for the last 3 years, and I take care of all the horses, all the cattle, everything that goes on out here. Vinny is a colt that's sired by a horse called Shine Chick Shine. You know, he's, I won't say royally bred, but he's very well bred for the industry that we've chosen to try and participate in. The place is built for cattle, and they were all holding pens, and these colts would lay down in the afternoon up against the fence just sunning themselves, and he stuck his front leg through the fence, and when he pulled it back out, it tore all of the skin off basically from his knee down to his pastern, and they call it degloving. It was quite a serious thing. Of course, there was quite a bit of blood and quite a bit of skin hanging, and it looked pretty darn bad. I made a phone call to Dr. Hodges at Western Equine, and they sent a trailer out with Dr. Bueno and one of the vet techs to pick him up, and then they took him into town.
When we got to the farm, he was in a pen, and we could see from the distance that he had a severe degloving injury of his distal limb. And that's why we decided it would be best to bring him to the clinic and further evaluate it and, provide a best emergency care at the time for him.
All they could do was try and bandage it and clean it up as best it could. He knew that there was going to have to be some regrowth of flesh, and that somewhere along the lines it was likely we were going to have to do a skin graft, and just not knowing how big it was going to be. But they had him in intensive care for probably the first week after they picked him up.
Totally degloved his, the skin off, and even, soft tissues and even tendons were ruptured. We brought him in and got him sedated and placed an IV catheter, and from there, ran some blood work, make sure everything was okay for anesthesia, and we put him under general anesthesia and explored the wound and cleaned the bride and then suture, and then we put him back on a cast and got him back up. So we decided to manage the wound initially with bandages, and when he was ready, we talked about different types of skin graft, and we elected to do a partial thickness skin graft on him. We used his abdomen as the donor site. The surgery went well, the graft took 100%, so we were very happy with the graft.
He's turned into a people horse. He likes being around people, and he likes interacting with people. But he didn't start out that way. He was pretty standoffish, and I won't say wild, but unhandled, at that time. In this particular case, I doubt that Vinny would have been alive if they wouldn't have been here.
We do what we need to do in a more specialized level under a little more controlled environment, and then send him back for rehab or whatever has to be done.
Bueno is Spanish for good. I call him the good doctor. That's his nickname to me. Plus, he's a really nice guy and very inclusive when you're dealing with him. He'll bring you right into the middle of it and say, "Here, this is what I'm working on, and this is why we're doing it."
Wes is a easygoing, guy, and we're good friends now.
We've had other procedures done with him where he's included staff members here in the surgeries and stuff like that for us that you just normally wouldn't get. Not only is he a vet, but we're having fun with each other.